Game 2 of the 1991 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers. We pick up the action with the opening tip-off and the call by Marv Albert and Mike Fratello.
The officials, Jake O'Donnell, Mike Mathis, and Jess Kersey. Game 1 here on Sunday, Lakers 93, Bulls 91, in a game of high drama. Vlade Divac, a major factor, 16 points, 14 rebounds. The Chicago Bulls admit that this is the biggest game of their basketball lives, and they control the opening tip. Jordan and Paxson in the backcourt. Cartwright with Pippen and Grant up front. Here's Pippen off the fake on Worthy. And Grant pulling it away from Divac. Paxson around Perkins. And it's a goaltend. The basket counts.
Immediately for Chicago, we see the first two moves to the basket in an attempt to get to the free throw line more frequently, something Phil Jackson was concerned about after game 1.
Scott and Johnson in the backcourt. Divac with Perkins and Worthy up front. Now Worthy putting the move on Pippen. Cartwright on the rebound. Offensive foul. Cartwright is called for the illegal pick.
Well, they're certainly trying to clean it up right away. That was not what we would call a hard screen. As Paxson penetrates, the shot on the way down, Divac gets to pieces, excellent call.
And back comes Magic Johnson, and the matchup remains with Mychal Jordan guarding Johnson, at least here at the start. Phil Jackson telling us at practice yesterday that we might see more of Scottie Pippen matching with Johnson. Perkins. And Divac is right there getting the good position.
Interesting. We'll see if it's a steady diet or not, but they came, meaning Chicago, from behind that time along the baseline with the double team, something Portland used only in game 5 that was effective. Rather than trapping from the top or with the passer, come along the baseline.
Here's Pippen getting it back out. And you get the idea that Mychal is looking to dish it off here at the start. He is not looking for the shot opportunities. Worthy beating the Bulls down. And the Lakers take a 4-2 lead.
Something the Lakers like to do, run a player out on the shot. Basically, they leave the box-out responsibility to other guys and send either Scott or Worthy long.
Cartwright could not locate the shot, and then he was pushed. Foul call by the outside official, Jake O'Donnell. It's on Sam Perkins.
With a 6'9" point guard who's able to look down the floor over the top of the defenders, Worthy has picked up so many uncontested layups during his career by just running out on the shot.
Here's Cartwright, who got the step. And he's tied it at 4. As we made reference to on Sunday, during the course of the playoffs, the Bulls usually like to get Cartwright going early with those baseline jumpers, and that's the case throughout the regular season. Divac off a beautiful feed by Magic.
Something you've heard us mention a number of times, the hands of Vlade Divac, an excellent catch that time of a pass that actually was a little bit too long.
What a pass from Jordan. And Grant has tied it at 6. Grant coming over momentarily to help on Magic, who now is attempting to post up on Jordan. Jordan got the help, and Magic gave it up. He has Byron Scott open, and that is a three-pointer.
You come from the baseline to double-team Magic. The only problem is it seems like he has eyes behind his head, great vision of the entire floor, finds the open teammate spotting up.
Byron Scott did not get the shot opportunities in game 1, was only 1 for 4 from the field. Pippen off the steal, fortunate that he was not called for the turnover, and Cartwright has cut the Laker lead to 9-8.
Mychal Jordan, the conductor so far out here for the Bulls in the first quarter, just kind of running the show, distributing the basketball.
Mike Dunleavy telling us that Byron Scott has sacrificed his game because the Lakers have been thriving with their low post offense, so Scott has had to make the biggest adjustment. It'll be Chicago ball. And now the officials confer, and the ruling is last touch on a deflection by the Bulls. And now another change. They will jump it up. Well, Jake O'Donnell saw it one way. Jess Kersey had it another way, and they decide to go for the jump at center court.
Well, with two veteran officials who both had calls going in the opposite direction, best thing, throw the ball up.
Lakers 9 and the Bulls 8. 3.5 gone by in this first quarter. Both teams have opened up hitting 4 of 6 from the field. And apparently, well, a loose ball foul call on Perkins off the tip. So the Bulls take possession.
Not that it happened playing defense actually down in the low post. One of the things the Bulls want to do is go at Perkins, go at Magic, make him play defense, maybe pick up some early fouls.
Jordan backing Scott. Yes. He hits on his first field goal attempt. The Bulls 10 and the Lakers 9. Mychal Thompson getting set to come on early. 4 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. Thompson is at the scorer's table. Worthy setting up on Pippen. He was so effective on Sunday afternoon. Worthy, despite the sprained ankle, played 45 minutes in game 1, more than any other Laker. The alley-oop did not work, but Cartwright is there to convert.
And Pippen had the half step. Jordan saw him, just laid it up a little bit too late. Massive bodies go after it, knock it free.
And the Lakers want to talk it over. A 20-second timeout taken by Mike Dunleavy, with the Bulls leading the Lakers by the score of 12-9.
Jordan spots Pippen going back door. Nice recovery by the Lakers just to get a piece of the ball and stop the initial shot, but then Cartwright on the scene because Divac had left to go get a piece of the ball initially.
Well, in checking out the tape of our telecast from game 1, we discovered a remarkable sequence that could have cost the Lakers the ball game after Michael Jordan had missed the shot, and as Byron Scott was fouled. You'll see A.C. Green trying to call for a timeout. The Lakers were out of timeout, so if the official had accepted the timeout request, it would have been a technical foul plus possession.
They would have shot the technical foul first, then would have been awarded, okay? The Lakers would have been awarded a timeout, but could not advance the basketball on that timeout.
However, the timeout was not recognized. Worthy getting it out with one on the shot clock. Divac fires and nearly hit on the flame. Mychal Thompson has checked in for the Lakers. Cartwright tried to lay it off for Jordan, thought he'd be cutting by. Thompson steps out on a switch, and Grant able to take the pass from Jordan.
Something that you saw time and time again in the series against Philadelphia. Whenever they trapped Jordan on a double team off a pick and roll, he would find someone in the middle of the lane wide open as they go to their areas respectively.
8-0 run by Chicago. Here's Magic for Divac, and he's fouled. Bulls looking for a tie-up. And a timeout has been taken. 6:29 remaining. First quarter. It's the Bulls by 5.
Check out Michael Jordan's eyes as he looks to his right at the last minute. Divac goes for the eye fake, flies across the lane. Jordan finds his teammate Grant under the basket for the score. Jordan reminding his teammates, keep your eyes open. I'll find you if you're there.
And it was Michael Jordan who committed that foul just before the timeout, his first of the game. Fast start by Bill Cartwright with 6 points. He has already equaled his point total of game 1 on Sunday. Vlade Divac severely outplaying the Chicago Bulls center position in game number 1. Bulls have opened up by hitting 7 of their first 10 from the field. For the Chicago Bulls, their first ever trip to the NBA Finals in their 25th NBA season. Although back in 1946, the Chicago Stags of the old Basketball Association of America lost to the Philadelphia Warriors 4-1 in the BAA's title series. Mike, I know you were checking that one out on radio. You've become so shy these days.
That deserved no comment for this. No comment at all.
The Bulls by 3. 6:20 left in this first quarter. Cartwright and the air ball handled by the Lakers. They have Worthy up front now with Divac and Thompson. Mychal Thompson coming on for one of the Lakers' heroes of Sunday afternoon, Sam Perkins. Magic Johnson and Byron Scott are at the guards. Shot clock at 4. Divac backing Grant. Here's Worthy for 3. Yes! So Worthy hits from downtown, and he has tied it at 14.
Do the Lakers make a habit out of knocking down three-pointers with the shot clock going off? 2 of them in game 1. The first one here already in game 2.
Paxson. Johnson stays with him. Pippen, and the lane closed. Here's Grant. Good defensive sequence by the Lakers, but Horace Grant looking to come back strong. He admitted that he was very nervous for game 1 on Sunday. Not happy with his play. 3 for 8 from the field, although he did pull down 10 rebounds. Bulls lead it 16-14. As we come up on 5 minutes left, first quarter. Well, Pippen went for the steal, and Worthy took advantage.
And Grant did rotate on the baseline that time. Problem, too late.
Paxson providing an 18-16 lead for the Bulls. John Paxson looking to get his shot back into it. And you can see in this first quarter that Michael Jordan is Divac beating his man, and the game is tied at 18. No question that the Bulls' philosophy, though, is to get everyone involved. Jordan has attempted only 1 shot, and he hit it.
It's not like they lost confidence in the triple post offense. If they did, they would have gone to a lot of isolations this game. They're staying with it.
Pippen on the reverse, and the Bulls have a 20-18 lead. Here's Scott. Crowd responding to the defensive work by the Bulls. And the foul called by Jess Kersey, and that is the second on Jordan. He had 5, as did Pippen, in game 1.
It sounds easy to say, Michael, don't pick up any fouls on pass-offs or as Magic backs you down. But when you're giving up 3 or 4 inches, when you're giving up 20, 25 pounds, it certainly isn't that easy.
Do you change the matchup? Do you stay with Jordan on Johnson? Think of all the energy, as you mentioned earlier, that's being expended by Michael, plus the foul situation.
There's no question that he's the best guy to play Magic Johnson, but perhaps you pick and choose the minutes during the game when you do play him head up.
Here's Cliff Levingston, who has come on during the playoffs, replacing John Paxson, who hit 2 out of 2, and Levingston will guard Worthy.
And as you just mentioned, here's the switch right now. Take Jordan off, give him a blow, put Pippen on Magic for a while, take a little break at the defensive end for Michael Jordan.
Good look by Worthy, but Jordan over for the block. And the Bulls were looking for a 24-second violation. The officials checking it out. They have readjusted the clock, and they say 1 second remaining on the 24.
One of the things that Michael Jordan does so well is block shots from behind the post people's heads. By taking him off the Magic, he's able to do that now.
And that is a 24-second violation. 3:38 remaining in this opening quarter. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad, and Steve Jones from Chicago Stadium. Here's Grant. Strong move on Divac by Horace Grant, who has hit 4 of his first 5. Bulls lead by 4.
Perhaps Grant knew he was going to make strong moves to the basket this evening. Came back with the goggles to protect those eyes.
Yes, he had discarded the goggles. Crowd applauding the efforts by Pippen. Magic goes to the finger roll. Rebounded by Levingston. Cartwright from Jordan. The Bulls in the midst of a run. Now lead by 6. And the Lakers take a timeout. Well, we mentioned earlier that several Chicago Bulls candidly admitted that they were nervous going into game 1, and I talked about that with Bill Cartwright.
You guys were definitely tight, and obviously I've never been in this type of situation before, and none of our guys has. And it's a learning experience, and now I think that now that we've been through it, we realize, hey, it's not that bad. We're just out here, we're playing basketball, and nothing has to change because it is the finals.
Mike, it is so rare where players will admit that they were nervous and tentative. I wouldn't use the word choke. That's a word that may be the wrong one in this instance, but you're bordering in that area because Bulls players said they couldn't handle the pressure. Here's Jordan. And Pippen shoots. Jordan able to recover. And the loose ball foul called on the Bulls, on Levingston. And as Phil Jackson pointed out, had Sam Perkins not hit that shot, the three-pointer right at the end of the game, or had Mychal Jordan come back and hit that shot in the final seconds, we would not be discussing the fact that the Bulls were nervous or other flaws that we've been able to spot.
It's not that the Bulls could not handle the pressure, it's that they did not respond well to the pressure. They understood what part of their problems were. At least they were big enough to admit it.
Here's A.C. Green, who just checked in. The Bulls lead it by the score of 24-18. This is their biggest lead. They are 12 for 17 from the field. What a pass by Jordan. And again, the recipient was Horace Grant. He is 5 for 6 from the field.
Subtly, Phil Jackson has moved Mychal Jordan into the point guard spot, playing Levingston at the small forward.
Offensive foul call on Magic Johnson. That is his first.
And when you talk about having courage and guts, keep in mind that Mychal Jordan is playing with 2 fouls right now, yet he decides he's going to step in and take the offensive foul with about a minute and a half left in this first quarter, having 2 fouls. Big move on his part.
Cartwright strip. He had the step. Here's Byron Scott. And the Bulls now lead it by the score of 26-20. Phil Jackson has Levingston up front with Cartwright and Grant. And Jordan and Pippen are in the backcourt. 1 minute to go in this opening quarter. Levingston. Hear the crowd moaning as Cliff Levingston let that jump shot loose.
Well, one of the problems when you have Levingston and Grant on the floor at the forward positions, who's that go-to guy for a score? If it's not Magic, okay, rather if it's not Mychal or Pippen taking the shots, I'm not quite sure they want Levingston being the final guy with the ball.
Shot clock at 1. 3-point attempt. Worthy keeping it alive. Bulls trying to run. Lakers cut it off, then Pippen took advantage and drew the foul. The Lakers relaxed for an instant.
Just a little breakdown in communication. Magic started to stop the basketball, and then when he turned his head right here, Pippen saw the opening, went strong to the basket. Magic assumed someone else was going to run over and pick up the basketball, and he started to return to his own man defensively.
Vlade Divac called for his first. At one stretch, the Bulls hit 5 straight field goal attempts, 6 of 7. They have taken a 26-20 lead with 19 and 6/10 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Chicago Bulls seeking to tie the series at 1-1.
One of the first things you tell players, stop the basketball. Magic got caught that time, couldn't decide whether he wanted to pick up Grant going down the middle or go after the basketball. Pippen taking it strong to the hole, receives encouragement from his teammates.
8-point lead for Chicago. And pressure being employed by the Bulls. Divac, who handles the ball well, gets it up for Green.
Sure, they got it over the 10-second line, but notice right now with 9 seconds on the 24, they still haven't gotten into a set play.
Well, here's Green for three. AC Green from three-point land. 3 7/10 seconds to go in the quarter. Pippen had it broken up, and time has run out. A good quarter, though, for the Chicago Bulls. They lead the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Horace Grant, who has come out strong. 10 points on 5 out of 6 from the field. Mychal Jordan distributing the basketball, and the Bulls with a 5-point lead on the Lakers. We'll be back right after these messages.
The change of putting Pippen on Magic Johnson rather than Mychal Jordan. A little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, able to bump, be physical with Magic, knock him out a little bit further away from the block, and even in the final shot, it's a struggle for Magic to get a good one off. Once again, the man who seems to have a habit of running in and hurting people, Cartwright in a collision with Magic. It is very physical out here. Let's go over to Steve Jones on the sideline.
All right, Mike, you're true to it. The Los Angeles Lakers spent the entire time out talking about maintain their composure, play through the physical play as we saw it rattle them, and they're down by 5. Let's see how the second quarter goes, Marv.
All right, Steve, it is a 28-23 Chicago lead. Excellent shooting first quarter by the Bulls. 13 for 20 for 65%. Lakers at 9 for 19. Terry Teagle has come on for the first time. Will Perdue and Craig Hodges on the floor for the Chicago Bulls for the first time tonight. Mychal Jordan sitting down. Perdue coming on for Cartwright, who had a good first quarter. 4 out of 5 for his 8 points. Pippen played by Green. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Grant. That was deflected short, and Magic out of the pack. Teagle with Hodges back for Johnson. Magic Johnson with his first field goal. You recall on Sunday he took only 1 shot in the first half, but directed the club so well, and then came on strong and ended up with a triple-double.
The Lakers are so smart. They sense that this is their opportunity now to get back in and perhaps take the lead against Chicago's second unit.
What a move by Horace Grant, and you saw he lost the goggles momentarily. Someone did take a swipe at him. Divac standing one-hander, unusual shot. Bulls lead by 5, and here they come again. Pippen putting the move on Magic. And the pace has picked up. Lakers who run selectively, running right here. And Magic Johnson was fouled, and again he took a shot. Shaken up by Cliff Levingston, who's called for his second.
Magic made about 3 different decisions with the basketball. He was going to his left to Divac, he was going to his right to Teagle, and then saw the opening, decided to take it all the way to the glass himself, enduring the punishment along the way. Left, right, nah, I'll finish myself.
Johnson's the line. He'll shoot a pair.
Got 2, man, relax.
And a look from up above as Magic Johnson sweeps in, and he's turned back by Cliff Levingston. The Bulls now lead the Lakers by the score of 30-26. Sam Perkins checking back, so he is up front with AC Green and Vlade Divac. Magic Johnson and Terry Teagle in the backcourt.
Only the 4th free throw attempt for the Lakers thus far in this game. Game 1, 34 for the entire game, an area that Phil Jackson knew they had to clean up.
Hodges from downtown. Perkins met by Perdue.
Second Perkins pulled up behind the three-point line. You saw Perdue flying out at him. Don't give him an easy three-pointer. I'm sure the message came across.
Magic goes to the hook, and Grant rebounds. To this point, Scottie Pippen has done a good job defensively on Magic Johnson. Hodges for 3. And Pippen able to rescue. Scottie Pippen did not hit the outside shot in game one, and he's struggling here this evening. Only 1 for 6 from the field.
And it's something the Lakers are going to make him do, prove that he can make the outside jumper consistently during the course of the game.
Perkins easily around Perdue, and he served up a facial.
If there's one way that you do not want Sam Perkins to go, it's to the middle of the floor, his left hand from the right side of the floor. I would think they'd make a conscious effort of sending him to his right-hand side.
Lakers have pulled within 1. Here is Pippen. And the Bulls lead at 32-29. In previous years, the rap on Scottie Pippen was he could not hit the jumper, but he did come through in that department this season. And again, it is Perkins. So the Bulls lead by 1. Pippen stopped by the combination of Green and Johnson. Perdue trying to set a pick. Magic showing little respect for the outside touch of Levingston. They like to see him pump it up. Shot clock at 3. Perdue. Strong move by Will Perdue, who played well in 12 minutes of action on Sunday. At his first bucket, it's the Bulls 34 and the Lakers 31.
You know, you mentioned earlier that it's a big game as Terry Teagle takes it to the basket. Call for the travel by Jake O'Donnell. You mentioned earlier how big game one was for the Bulls. They were a little bit nervous. This is a big series for Terry Teagle as well. He hasn't been there before.
Timeout has been called. We'll be right back. These NBA Finals are a reunion of 3 stars from North Carolina's 1982 NCAA championship team, plus another more recent Tar Heel and Scott Williams of the Bulls. And earlier we talked about that with North Carolina coach Dean Smith.
It really is special, Marv. And incidentally, I hear you have a crazy-looking tie, and I wish I could be there to see it. But I also wish I could be there for the game and watch Mychal and James and Sam. And I hope Scott Williams gets in the game.
Coach Smith, the word is you're the only person able to hold Mychal Jordan under 20 points a game. I guess you did that with playing time, but if you were defending Mychal Jordan, what would you try to do?
Well, wait a minute. Bobby Knight held him under 15 in the Olympic team, so okay. I'm second place there. But certainly what they do now, with your rules, in our game it's a zone. We were zoned all the time, or a box and one, and I think they go double now, and of course Mychal didn't have the outside shot in college that he has now. He's improved every year he's played.
So Dean Smith held Mychal Jordan under 20. What a wise guy you are.
When he said, I'm sorry I can't be there to see Mychal, I got excited for a second, but I think he meant the other Mychal.
Yes, I have a feeling. And there is another Tar Heel, former Tar Heel, involved in this series, the assistant general manager of the LA Lakers, Mitch Kupchak, one of Dean Smith's favorites. 34-33, the Bulls by 1. And Green rebounding on the miss by Armstrong. Game 2 of the best of 7 NBA championship series. As the Bulls hope to send it back to LA, tied at 1 apiece. Magic Johnson making his return. Shot clock is at 8. Worthy off the fake. A good play by Perkins, keeping it away from Perdue.
The long arms of Sam Perkins actually just reaching over Will Perdue, keeping it alive for the Lakers.
Perkins. And the foul called on A.C. Green. So Green and Teagle involved. It is on Green. That is his first. Mychal Jordan looking to get the ball to his teammates. As a result, he has attempted only 2 shots, 1 for 2 from the field, coming off the 36-point performance on Sunday. Teagle sitting down, and Divac returns. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Perdue, rejected. Perdue recovers. Won't count. Offensive interference.
What you tend to forget sometimes is this is a very big Laker team on the floor. Perhaps no 7'2", 7'3" guy, but a lot of guys 6'9", 6'10" or better. Perdue going up against long arms, misses the tip in, ball still in the cylinder. Good call.
Worthy. Levingston got a piece of it.
Levingston did a very good job of guarding James Worthy in game one. Again, pressuring the shot.
Divac jumping out to help. Another excellent defensive sequence by the Lakers. Jordan for three. Way off. Got glass. That was it. We approach 5 minutes remaining in the first half. The Bulls have a 1-point lead. Illegal defense called for the first time against Chicago.
What happened that time, B.J. Armstrong got caught in transition guarding Vlade Divac. Michael Jordan saw he was in trouble, ran over and said, "Get out of here, I'll take him." In the switch, they got caught. Illegal defense call.
And Will Perdue hears it from the crowd, sits down. Bill Cartwright is back. Cliff Levingston departs. And John Paxson returned. Pippen remaining on Johnson. Divac. Magic gets it right back. Beautiful give and go between Magic Johnson and Vlade Divac. Divac has 10 points. Lakers by one, 35-34. Paxson, yes. So the Bulls lead 36-35.
Keep an eye on the middle of the lane area when Chicago's on offense. Anytime Pippen or Jordan put the ball on the floor and go to the basket, the big men, Divac, Perkins, leave their guy, close off the lane. Steal, that time by Horace Grant.
And Jordan got it right back. Grant could not hold on. Here's Divac. Lakers by one.
One thing you'll notice about both these teams, they're excellent in transition defense, getting back, getting their numbers back, and then breaking up plays when they're outnumbered.
Pippen had the mismatch. Found Jordan open. Here's Mychal. And that is only his second field goal. Bulls 38. Lakers 37.
Keep in mind, when he picked up that second foul, they moved him over to the point guard spot. Not as many shot attempts there.
Worthy posting. There's Jordan over Scott. Magic trying to settle it down. The Bulls lead by 3. The Lakers want to talk it over. A timeout taken. 3:14 remaining in the first half. It's the Bulls 40 and the Lakers 37. Well, Magic Johnson taken by the Lakers #1. Then David Greenwood, selection of the Bulls, #2. Greenwood now member of the San Antonio Spurs. And Cartwright was third. Again, Worthy with the shot clock running down. That was just within 2-point range. 9 points for Worthy. Divac, the high man for the Lakers, with 12. Grant leads the Bulls with 12. Michael Jordan, a quiet first half by design, looking to get others involved. Now Mychal looking to break out. And he has. He's hit 4 of 6. He has 8 points. The Bulls 42 and the Lakers 39 with 2.5 remaining in this first half. And Worthy took a shove.
The same play for the Lakers. Earlier in the game, the back pick on Vlade Divac leading to the catch and score. This time, the back pick, catch, foul on the play will lead to 2 free throw attempts. 2 times after timeouts, the Lakers going to this play.
John Paxson upset about the call. In fact, John has been upset about the number of calls against him recently. Mike, he has threatened to change his number from 5 to 99 to make make the officials work a little harder. A little twisted sense of humor by John.
He became a celebrity with one commercial on TV now, so now he's a comedian.
John and his brothers. John Paxson spent 2 years with San Antonio. This is 6th season with Chicago out of Notre Dame. The Bulls have a 2-point lead. Jordan. Well, Byron Scott did a nice job in preventing that hard dribble move to the right, but Mychal still able to go glass to score.
And one thing you can see, last 2 times down the floor, they got Jordan into an isolation situation so he could go one-on-one.
Just Kersey indicating a holding foul on Pippen. That's the first picked up by Scottie Pippen.
Give Jordan the ball live at the top of the circle. He loves to play from there, forcing teams to double from the wing, from the side, from behind, from on top, and he still scores.
This series resumes with Game 3 in Los Angeles Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on NBC. Once again, we go prime time with the NBA Finals. Game 4 in LA Sunday night at 7. That's 4 o'clock West Coast time. Perkins for 3. Sam Perkins from downtown, and he's brought the Lakers within 1. Please note the change in time for Sunday night, Game 4 at the Forum in Los Angeles, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Cartwright to the fadeaway. 1:20 remaining in the first half. Lakers with the ball. They're down by 1.
You might say to yourself, this is very unusual. The Lakers making all these three-point shots. Go back a year ago to Detroit against Portland. They held back that little part of their arsenal until the playoff championship series, then burned Portland with the three-pointer.
Perkins for 3 again. Paxson open. Yes. The Bulls 46 and the Lakers 43. Paxson has hit 4 out of 4. He has 8 points. Perkins. So Sam firing away. Loose ball foul called on Divac. That is his second. 20-second timeout requested by the Bulls. 20-second timeout. For the Lakers, their 4th team foul. Well, we have seen this from time to time around the NBA where the home club with a spy cam checks out the visiting coach looking to steal signs in the same manner that baseball clubs do. And there it is. They have the camera high atop Chicago Stadium beaming down on the Laker bench.
The spy cam focused just on Mike Dunleavy, get all his calls, get all his signals. Then when they break down the films, going back, getting ready for game number 3, they may just pick up one little thing to help them defend the Lakers a little bit better.
Would that be upsetting to you? In baseball, they've made that illegal. In the NBA, apparently, there's no problem with it.
No, I would just try to wear one of my better suits and ties, so it looks good on camera.
Yes. On a serious note, if that is possible, would that bother you? Would you, if you were Dunleavy, would you found out about it, would you say, I don't want that done?
I'd just make sure that it was within the rules and regulations of the NBA. If it is, then fine. Then you should take advantage of it as well when you're back at home. If it's not, then that camera's got to go.
Can you pick up that much? Is it of value?
How much do you need to save one basket and win a game?
Again, a nice lead from Jordan. And Grant has been the beneficiary. He has 14. Bulls lead by 5. Final seconds, second quarter. Here's Magic. A three-point attempt by Worthy. Well, that was an interesting attempt by the Magic man to end the second quarter. And the Bulls walk off with a 5-point lead. Mychal Jordan turning it up in the second, finishes with 10 points for the half. Magic Johnson, 4 points, 8 assists in the first half. They are basketball crazy here in the Windy City. The Bulls have taken over the town. They went 61-21, winning the Central Division, best record in the history of the franchise. The Bulls only the 9th team in NBA history to win 60 games in a season. Celtics did it 11 times. The Lakers 8. In the playoffs, the Bulls swept the Knicks 3 in a row, beat the Sixers in 5, knocked off Detroit in a physical 4-game sweep. And they're down 1 game to nothing to the Los Angeles Lakers, looking to tie the series up when they head back to LA for Game 3 on Friday night. And off the steal, the Bulls to the offense. Jordan and Paxson in the backcourt. Cartwright with Grant and Pippen up front. Bulls lead 48-43. Cartwright getting good position, and Perkins rebounds.
The field goal percentages in this game almost identical to game number 1. 44% first half for the Lakers, same as game 1. 57 for Chicago. Game 1, 59 at the half.
Here's Worthy. And he's called for traveling. And that a rare situation for the Lakers. They actually took a shot with 10 seconds remaining on the 24.
Very unusual. In transition, they'll take advantage of it, take the open shot. In the half-court area, they milk it down, try to get the clock inside 6-5 before they shoot.
Grant. Once again, Horace Grant locating the excellent position. And Pippen able to spot him.
Perhaps because they were happy with the success as Magic backs up and goes for a 3. Divac with the follow.
Another strong game for Vlade Divac. He has 14. Vlade in his second year out of Yugoslavia. Played for the Yugoslavia national team. And he will play for his home country in the '92 Olympic Games. The Bulls lead by 5. Paxson on the pull-up. Yes! John Paxson has hit 5 for 5 from the field. And the Bulls lead it 52-45. They've led by as many as 8. Magic Johnson sweeping in. Mychal Jordan rebounds. Magic thought he was fouled. And Pippen, let's see. Yes, he is called for a travel. Jake O'Donnell not sure, and he hesitated and waited for the call from Jess Kersey, who had the better look.
As Magic made a move, Grant came over late, slid underneath. I think Magic had a good complaint on that one.
Magic is only 1 for 7 from the floor. And that is number 3 on Jordan.
Well, notice the matchup, Mychal Jordan versus Vlade Divac, because of the fact that Magic Johnson 1 for 5 in the first half with Pippen guarding him much of the time. The Bulls come out this half again with Pippen on Magic. As a result, Jordan must guard someone else, Divac in this case.
And he's going up against the 7'1" Vlade Divac, who's boxing for position down low. Perkins. So Phil Jackson attempting to hide Jordan, who now has 3. But you know, Mike Dunleavy will look to set up Divac as close to the basket as possible.
Let's go back to what Rick Adelman said in that series. We'd like to see him throw the ball to Divac 25, 30 times. We're inviting it.
Well, the Bulls looking for the goaltend. And Grant able to follow it. He has 18. The Bulls again by 7. Here's Worthy. James Worthy showing no ill effects from that sprained ankle. Now has 12. Delay of game called for the first time against the Lakers.
The shot on the way up, touched by Divac, no goaltend.
The delay of game call because the Lakers knocked the ball away to prevent the Bulls from moving up court. A second such call results in a technical foul. Cartwright getting position on Perkins. It's the Bulls 56 and the Lakers 49.
Cartwright backed Perkins down, used the bulk, the size, then shot a little fadeaway to get room.
Oh, Magic penetrating and able to convert off the gorgeous move. That is only his second field goal. Bulls lead it by 5 points. 8.5 to go in the third. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad, Steve Jones from Chicago Stadium. Mychal Jordan, yes. He has 12. Bulls lead it by 7. Pippen tried to draw the foul. Perkins didn't expect the pass. Back come the Bulls. Magic. Jordan gave it up. Pippen. And he was clobbered by Scott. And it could be a flagrant. Let's see.
Mike Mathis calling a flagrant. They will shoot the free throw and then get the ball out on the side. On the break, Jordan gives it up, and now to stop the layup, Scott comes over to foul hard. It's the follow-through and the fact that Pippen is carried into the stanchion that makes Mike Mathis determine the flagrant call. I'm not quite sure that Byron Scott intended anything other than trying to stop the layup on that one.
And the definition of a flagrant foul is one that is judged to be an attempt to harm an opponent with malicious contact while not necessarily going for the ball. So the Bulls got the benefit of the doubt.
No way on that one could I call it a malicious foul on Scott's part.
That's certainly the point of view of the Lakers, who are still debating it with the officials. So they get the 2 free throws plus possession, and they now enjoy their biggest lead of the night, a 9-point margin. 8:05 remaining. In the third quarter, Jake O'Donnell walked over to the scorer's table. The announcement had not been made that the foul was called on Scott. Jordan feeling around for the defender, Scott, and he drew the foul. Well, he felt him.
Physical game down low. Bulls like to post Jordan and make that defensive guard play those mind games.
Here's Cartwright. The Chicago Bulls on a roll. 6 unanswered, and they have their biggest lead of the night. The Bulls 62 and the Lakers 51. 14 years ago to the day, it was Bill Walton and his Portland Trailblazers capturing their first and only championship by defeating the Philadelphia 76ers 4-2. In that series, Portland lost the first 2 games in Philadelphia and then won the next 4. Only 2 teams have ever come back from 0-2 deficits to win the NBA Finals. Portland did it in 77 and Boston in 1969, and those teams lost the first 2 games on the road. And the Chicago Bulls do not want to be in that category, trying to tie this series up at 1-1. Here is Worthy. So the Bulls now lead at 62-53, 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. The Bulls have hit their last 4 field goal attempts, 6 of 8 here in the third. Jordan with the step and the bucket. Again, Chicago by 11. The matchup remains Pippen going up against Magic Johnson, and Worthy catching fire now has 16. The Bulls 64. The Lakers 55. Jordan and Paxson in the backcourt. Cartwright with Pippen and Grant. Phil Jackson back to his starting lineup. Scott able to pick it off. Pippen tried to go the bounce pass route. Now Jordan guarding Worthy and then tries to help out. Now being matched with Magic. Shot clock at 8. Magic Johnson. And again complains he felt he was fouled.
That's at least 3-4 times that Magic's turned to the official in the last 6 or 7 minutes of play.
Michael Jordan gives the Bulls an 11-point advantage. Jordan with 16. He has hit his last 7 shots. Johnson posting. Spins Pippen and now called for the foul. That's the second assessed to Scottie Pippen.
As Magic has been making his moves to the basket, he's looking for contact, trying to get to the free throw line. There he feels that he was already up in the air before Grant came underneath. Turns to the official and says, "Can't believe this."
And that last foul on Pippen, a non-shooting affair. Here's Magic. Worthy Yes. 18 for James Worthy. The Bulls 66 and the Lakers 57. 5.5 left in the third. Jordan off the double fake. Paxson. Yes. And John Paxson has hit 6 of 6 from the field.
Because Magic is so emotionally charged up right now, he was heading to the glass to try and secure that rebound. Left Paxson alone on the spotter.
Worthy felt he was tripped up. And the holding foul given by Johnson. And the Lakers incensed about the fact that they're not getting the calls.
And Mike Mathis said that there was a first foul taking place that time by Byron Scott rather than Magic taking the other one.
And they've changed the call. It is Scott collecting his third. Lakers with their third team foul. Bulls have 2. Chicago leading by 11. This represents their biggest lead of the night. Jordan over Scott. Yes. Michael Jordan on fire. 18 points. He's hit his last 8. Magic Johnson. Oh, he hit the deck hard, and this time drew the foul.
Magic was going to make sure that he went hard enough and strong enough that time not to leave any doubt in the official's mind. On the reverse dribble, he finds the seam down the lane, going to the basket. Jordan, trying to rotate over, was there and then knew it was late, so tried to move out of the way. The result, the contact, the foul.
And that number 4 on Michael Jordan. Let's see how Phil Jackson plays it here. Has a 13-point lead. Jordan has hit his last 8 shots. Magic to the foul line. He's 3 for 3 from the line. He has 7 points. He has shot only 2 for 10.
Yes, but only 8 points from the free throw line for the Lakers so far in this game compared to last game where they picked up 28.
Scott Williams, the rookie out of North Carolina, has come on for the first time. Cliff Levingston is back. So Levingston, Williams, and Pippen up front. Jordan and Paxson in the backcourt. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it counts.
We talk about the last 3 or 4 minutes of a game. The ball goes in Michael Jordan's hands. Well, so far this half, Phil Jackson has put it in his hands the entire third quarter. Scottie Pippen saying to Michael, keep it going. Got us on a roll.
Is that what he said?
Exactly, word for word.
Byron Scott called for the foul, his 4th. Michael Jordan completing the 3-point play. He's hit his last 9, and the Bulls have opened up a 14-point lead. Jordan playing with 4 personal fouls. Bulls go to the trap. Shot clock at 7. Perkins putting the move on Williams, and he was hit. Blocked by Scott Williams.
Because all the Chicago Bulls are anticipating that the offensive man is going to be turned back to the baseline. The next guy starts on the rotation early, and what happens is you pull up your dribble knowing that a Jordan or one of the other guys is going to come for the steal or double team. Changing the game plan defensively, force him to the baseline rather than the middle.
Sam Perkins to the line for the first time. Horace Grant will make his return. Scott Williams, another Tar Heel product from Dean Smith, signed as a free agent, the only rookie on the Bulls roster, has been receiving quality playing time during the playoffs from Phil Jackson. He is passed by Stacey King in the rotation. Scott sits down, and Jordan now will sit down. So Michael Jordan, in his last 9 field goal attempts, he has taken over the third quarter. But he has the 4 personal fouls. The Bulls now lead at 73-61. And the Bulls go with a backcourt of Paxson and Pippen. Levingston up front with Williams and Grant. 4 minutes remaining in the third. Pippen off the weave. Played well by Johnson. Paxson open. Yes! He has hit 7 of 7.
One of the problems when you start switching on defense, you forget who you're guarding. You can't
suddenly the Chicago pressure providing problems for the Lakers. And here they come off the steal. They have the numbers. Divac remaining in the backcourt. Williams hits. The Bulls lead by 16 points. Divac hit on the reach-in, and Divac and Williams have some words.
The style of play by the Lakers where they pick you apart, slice you apart, run the clock down. Now we get a look at them playing from behind with a significant deficit. 16 points right now. See if they change it up the tempo a little bit.
Well, they called it a jump ball with Paxson able to tie it up. Here's Pippen. The Bulls have exploded here in the third. And the Lakers calling for time. A 23-10 run over the last 6 minutes. The Bulls have hit their last 6 field goal attempts, and they lead it by 18. We'll be right back. I think the decibel level has hit new heights here this evening. Let's check it out.
It's right around a rock concert jet plane takeoff.
190th consecutive sellout here in Chicago. And you can see that Paxson and Jordan, off the magnificent shooting during the regular season, have been equally magnificent here this evening. Magic Johnson with 10 points. John Paxson has hit 7 of 7 from the field. Mychal Jordan 10 out of 12. And Jordan hit 9 in a row and then sat down. He's playing with 4 fouls, a palming violation call. It's a 79-63 lead. The Bulls, with a burst here in the third, we're down to 2.5 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Magic. It's an offensive foul. Scott Williams able to take the hit.
The outside official, Jess Kersey, had the foul on Williams sliding underneath Magic. The baseline official, Jake Aldana, waved it off. He said, nope, I had a better look. Offensive foul.
Levingston.
2 minutes to play.
And we're just under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Game 2 of the NBA Championship Series, the 44th NBA Final. Lakers looking to make it 2-0 on the Bulls, and the Bulls attempting to tie the series at 1. Levingston called for the push. And that is team foul number 5 committed by the Bulls. Levingston with his third. We mentioned at the start of the game that game 1 was certainly LA Laker basketball. As you check our working the shot clock chart, the Lakers usually, although now they're forced to play the Bulls pace, the Lakers usually go right down to the final seconds of the shot clock to attempt the field goal.
I think we can see they feel much more comfortable shooting the ball with 4 or less on it, going 5 for 10 as opposed to 1 for 7, where the Bulls might feel the noose getting a little tighter at that time.
However, in a situation that has developed here with the Chicago Bulls now up by 14, Lakers have to get the shots up a little bit more frequently than the other day. Paxson again. Make it 8 for 8 for John Paxson. It's the Bulls 81 and the Lakers 65. Foul called Paxson reaching in on Teagle.
In putting a team together, you need the right pieces, the right parts, the perfect complement. Paxson, who becomes an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year, a perfect complement to Jordan, who receives double and triple teams. All he needs to do is slide to the open spot and then make the shot when Mychal delivers the ball.
John Paxson was quiet during the series against the Detroit Pistons. Came out fast in that fourth and final game with 12 points in the opening quarter, and that was a very significant time for the Chicago Bulls, who were able to jump to the big lead. And John has come out strong here in game number 2, as the Bulls have received the balance. Not the case on Sunday. Mychal Jordan leading the way with 21. Paxson 16. Grant has 18. Cartwright 12. Pippen has 10. And Jordan will go to the foul line.
Los Angeles personal foul 20.
Teagle called for his first.
Penalty.
New guy in the game, immediately post Mychal Jordan up against Teagle, take him down low. Mychal's so tough in the paint area close to the basket. He's either going to score or get fouled most times.
Mychal is 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He has been bothered by tendonitis in his left knee for a good portion of the season. At times he's been hobbling. He did hobble his way to 46 points in a playoff game against the Philadelphia 76ers. The knee at times did affect the lift on the jump shot. As it turned out, as Pippen is able to get to it and decides to regroup. When Jordan scored the 46, that was the one loss in the series to the Sixers. Jordan again. He has 24. The Bulls 84. And the Lakers 67. Divac, who handles the ball well, able to control against Jordan.
Bulls defense scratching, clawing at the Lakers to try and force turnovers or use up that clock.
Foul on Pippen. That is his third.
Jordan with the ball at the top of the circle is so difficult to guard, particularly when you have shooters like Paxson spotting up on the wings. To play him head up one-on-one, a nightmare.
The Bulls lead it by 16. 12 points for Magic Johnson, along with 9 assists for the two-time MVP. Half minute to go in the third. Jordan finding Pippen. It's the Bulls 86 and the Lakers 69. Again, pressure by the Bulls. Mychal Jordan has led the way for Chicago here in the third. 14 of his 24 in the third quarter. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Out of 5 on the shot clock. AC Green for 3. Vlade Divac. And time has run out in the third quarter. The Chicago Bulls with a 17-point lead. We'll be back after these messages and a word from your local station. A capacity crowd better than 17,000 at Chicago Stadium. All-time attendance record set this season here in Chicago. And as we head to the fourth quarter, the Bulls lead the Lakers 86 to 69. Pulling away in the third quarter. A terrific shooting third quarter for Chicago. 17 for 20 from the field. Led by Mychal Jordan. Now Craig Hodges has checked in. Here's Grant. Rebounded by Green. AC Green up front with Sam Perkins. Vlade Divac. Here's Green. And the Bulls on the run, led by Pippen with the stutter step. Oh, good hands by Grant to jar it loose, and they'll jump it up. Mychal Jordan with his 24 points, 11 for 13 from the field. He's hit his last 10. 9 for 11 for Grant. Paxson 8 for 8. Cartwright 6 out of 9. The Bulls overall shooting 67% for the game. Hodges sitting down. Levingston returns. And the Bulls continue to drape themselves all over Magic Johnson. Is there any way that Magic can free himself up?
Well, one difference in the system this year from the past years when Showtime was in high gear, they used to run out of bounds after makes by the opposition, try to get it into Magic and let him push it back quickly before the defense could get up on him. Another adjustment Mike Dunleavy may have to make for the next game is perhaps play Larry Drew with Magic or make Byron Scott the point guard and run the show for a while, take the pressure off of Magic.
As the foul is called on Scott Williams, let's go to the sideline. Here's Steve Jones.
All right, Marv, you guys are talking about things they could do in the future. What they're trying to do right now is go with their big lineup. James Worthy now has the assignment of trying to shut down a red-hot Mychal Jordan. We'll see what happens in the next couple of minutes. Back to you, Marv.
All right, Steve. Worthy being guarded by Levingston. Sets up on the back dribble. And good play by Levingston. Breaking it up.
A combination that time of the defense bumping Magic Johnson out off the block and Levingston backing off Worthy, saying, go ahead, shoot it from this range. I don't think you're going to make a whole lot. As a result, tough to get the ball down low to Magic.
Magic getting it down low to Divac. Vlade Divac with a good catch. He now has 16. Bulls lead 86-71. Jordan, yes. Make it 12 for 14, 26 points. He's hit his last 11. Worthy off the fake. Green. Worthy. Green. Look out. It will be Laker ball.
Sometimes when it's going bad, it goes real bad. This jump hook, short, pass, shot, short, collision.
What is this, Joe Piscopo?
You should have heard yourself a second ago.
2 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the Bulls lead at 88-71. Divac getting possession. AC Green. And Scott Williams able to get to it. Mychal Jordan putting on a show. Illegal defense call. And the stutter step dribble and the delay led to the call.
If Jordan had made his move to the basket that time, there would have been no call. The eyes would have been focused on Mychal. Instead, by backing it out, it forced the call.
At the second illegal defense call, leading to this technical foul. Jordan 2 out of 3 from the line. Mychal Jordan opened the game first quarter looking to distribute the ball, did get his teammates into it. He hit one of his first 3 from the field. He's now 12 for 14. He's hit his last 11. A timeout is taken. 9:40 to go in the fourth. The Bulls lead it 89-71. Back in Chicago, Bulls have an 18-point lead in an effort to tie the series at 1. Friday night, the dream matchup goes Hollywood NBA Finals, shifting to LA for Game 3 in the best of 7. Magic versus Mychal, Lakers and Bulls. Game 3 of the NBA Finals Friday night. That'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time right here on NBC. Game 4 in LA on Sunday night. That's 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock on the West Coast. Please note that change in the starting time. 4 o'clock out in Los Angeles, 7 o'clock Eastern time.
About now, the Lakers might pull out that 1-3-1 half-court trapping defense, try to take Mychal out of it and force some turnovers, some hurried shots, try and get some easy scores themselves.
And here's Jordan going for 12. He's got it. 12 straight field goals from Mychal Jordan. The Bulls lead by 20. AC Green. The Lakers only 1 for 10 from the floor. In the fourth, Pippen on the alley-oop. Yes! The Bulls by 22. Chicago ball.
We said last game when Mychal Jordan's tongue is out, something bad's going to happen to the opposition. Once again, the tongue out. There's the bad thing right there.
Here's Jordan giving it up. Pippen. Yes. Oh, they are unconscious. The Bulls blowing the Lakers out. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth. It's now 95-71. Green. AC continues to fire away. He's now 1 for 9. The look away to Levingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Mychal Jordan. That's 13 consecutive field goals. And a timeout has been called.
Looks like Mychal Jordan's trying to find a way to miss his shot. Instead of taking the easy one, he tries to make it hard and still comes up. He said it to the fans, I love it. The tongue is out. Something bad about to happen to the Lakers. It's Mychal Jordan taking off for the deuce. It almost looked as if he remembered the slam dunk competition from a few years ago and starts out with the flying one-hander and says, no, I used that one already to win the slam dunk. Let me change up and entertain a little bit right now. Woo! He liked it himself. Phil Jackson, I kind of like having that guy on my team. Scott Williams, an observer, and he can't believe it.
Mychal Jordan has hit his last 13 field goal attempts. We have Mr. Stats, Elliott Kalb, our crack statistician, checking the record books. During the course of regular season play, Wilt Chamberlain once went 15 for 15 in a game against the LA Lakers. That was back in January of '67. That was in one game, 15 for 15. Jordan has not been perfect as he missed 2 early. Worthy now has 22 on the Bulls with a 97-73 lead. In the playoffs, the highest field goal percentage for a game, Larry McNeil of Kansas City, Omaha, went 12 for 12 in a playoff game. Now Jordan is 14 for 16. Here he goes again, and this time not able to hit. So that streak ends at 13 in a row. Mychal Jordan flying by our broadcast table. Bulls have hit 22 of 28 from the field in the second half. We have our crack staff checking out the consecutive field goal record, which is difficult to track down because Jordan did miss 2 shots early. And now overall 14 for 17, but at one point, incredibly, hit 13 in a row. Here is Worthy, and he was hit. Hacked by Levingston.
Jordan hustling after the last ball, trying to save it and avoiding Big Dave.
And Worthy to the line. 6:46 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Bulls now lead it 97-74. Chicago with Grant, Levingston, and Williams up front. Pippen and Jordan are at the guard.
The half-court trap, the 1-3-1 by the Lakers, trying to force some quick shots, some misses, some fast break opportunities for Los Angeles.
Jordan, yes. Well, he had the audacity to miss one shot, and he comes right back. He is 15 for 18 for 33 points, and he's hit 14 of his last 15. The tip by Magic Johnson. And I would think it will be Mike Dunleavy's decision very shortly as to when he pulls Magic. Lakers down now by 22, and you still have the feeling that, well, you know, you make a run, you can get back into it. So it's a little early. Magic fires down to Worthy. Loose ball foul against the Bulls.
Loose ball, Los Angeles, 45.
No, they say AC Green. So Green collects his second. Down to 5:46 remaining in this fourth quarter. Game 2 of the best of 7. The Chicago Bulls with a burst in the third quarter, sparked by Jordan. Here's Pippen. The Bulls now lead 101-77. Lakers spreading it out, looking for a shot, and still not able to locate one. Green, and he hits from downtown. AC was 1 for 9 prior to that shot.
I'm sure Chicago will live with that. Their defense was very, very good in game 1. It's been even better in game 2. Tenacious, aggressive the entire evening.
Horace Grant has had a splendid game. He's 10 for 13, 20 points. Levingston off the steal. Cliff landing in the first row to our left.
Standing ovation for the young man who took the charge here to your left.
And Scottie Pippen extends to a 25-point goal. Mike Dunleavy taking the timeout. It has been a spectacular evening here at Chicago Stadium from Mychal Jordan. 33 points, 15 for 18 from the field. When you talk spectacular concerning Mychal Jordan in the playoffs, you can flash back to 1986 when Jordan scored 63 at the Boston Garden against the Celtics. However, Boston able to win it in double overtime over Chicago, 135-131, as they won game 2 of their 3-game sweep, despite the 63 by this man, who at one point tonight hit 13 consecutive field goals. And he is our Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game once again. On behalf of Mychal Jordan, NBC and Miller Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund, along with the 33 points, 13 assists for Jordan. And Mike Dunleavy admitting to extensive garbage time as he has pulled Magic Johnson. Larry Drew has checked in, along with the rookie from Clemson, Elden Campbell. Mychal Thompson has come on. Hodges called for the foul, and Michael Jordan, who played a good portion of the game with 3 and then 4 fouls, departs with 33 points, 20 apiece for Grant and Pippen. Paxson off 8 for 8 shooting, 16 points.
If you look back at the game plan that Phil Jackson and the staff put together for game number 2, take Mychal off of Magic more time, play Scottie Pippen on, worked out. Aggressive, able to bump, size, strength, much better versus Magic. Better distribution of points, shots. Jordan getting the ball to his teammates and then hold the Lakers to 42% shooting.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. B.J. Armstrong and Craig Hodges now in the backcourt. Up front, Scottie Pippen, Will Perdue, and Scott Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Campbell. And Perdue rebound. So when the series shifts back to the form in Los Angeles for game 3 on Friday night, they will be tied at 1-1. We'll be on hand starting at 9 o'clock Eastern time on Friday. Shot clock at 3. Perdue, not what he had in mind.
Even with a 23-point lead and 3 minutes remaining, Phil Jackson making sure by keeping Scottie Pippen on the floor, the glue to the other 4 players out there.
3-point attempt. And the foul, loose ball called on Pippen as he hit Elden Campbell. Elden Campbell out of Clemson, grew up down the street from the Forum in Inglewood. Magic Johnson never did get going. 14 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. And was upset with the officiating early in the game. Crowd reacts to Scottie Pippen, who did a tremendous job in defending against Magic. Took over early after Michael Jordan opened up in the matchup with Magic Johnson. It is an offensive foul on Thompson. Stacey King with a rare playoff appearance, rejected by Elden Campbell. Hodges. And Williams able to get to it. Perdue's pass was deflected out by Teagle, and the Bulls maintain possession with 7 on the 24.
You come out of the first 2 games, both teams accomplishing something here. The Lakers stealing 1 game on the road, the Bulls bouncing back, getting through that nervous time in game 1, and then bouncing back for a big win in game 2.
The hand for the rookie Scott Williams as he was taken out. Once again, Scott Williams coming out and doing a nice job. Here's Drew. And Perdue rebound. Armstrong's pass broken up, intended for Dennis Hopson, who replaced Scott Williams. Dennis Hopson in his 4th year out of Ohio State. He was the big guard the Bulls said they were looking for, but has been on the disappointing side. He's had a series of injuries, but has not been used during quality time. We're just under 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Tough to pick up a guard that you think is a shooting, scoring guard, and he winds up going around 43% for the entire season.
Here's Drew. Lakers only 5 for 20 from the field here in the fourth quarter. The Bulls lead it 105 to 84. They broke it open with a 38-26 advantage in the third quarter, led by Jordan, who scored 14 in the third. Hodges from downtown, and Green on the rebound. Stacey King able to get it to B.J. Armstrong. Just under 1 minute remaining in the fourth. What kind of adjustments do you see for Game 3 by, well, in particular by the Los Angeles Lakers?
Two things that jump out. One, the fact that some of the pressure has to be taken off Magic as Stacey King goes to the basket, commits an offensive foul. Some of the pressure has to be taken off of Magic handling the basketball. Sure, you can get it back in his hands in the half-court area, but bringing it down the floor against the double teams, perhaps the introduction to Larry Drew as the point guard, pushing it down and then initiating to Magic, then let Magic run the show from there. The other thing, they've got to get the ball back to the weak side of the floor and attack Chicago's defense from there.
And it won't count. Offensive interference. Well, the highest field goal percentage in a game, 62%, and 87 by the Lakers against the Celtics in a NBA championship series. It counts. Greg Hodges with his first bucket. And the Bulls, as you saw, shooting 62%. Final seconds of the game. Larry Drew with a second field goal. Bulls lead 107-86. And that will wrap it as Stacey King unleashes. The Chicago Bulls have tied the series at 1-1. They have defeated the Los Angeles Lakers by the score of 107-86. A hot shooting game for the Bulls, led by Jordan, who had 33 on 15 of 18 from the field. The high man for the Lakers, Worthy had 24. Divac with 16. Again, the final ball.